Like, this is not the ghost whisperer, nigga. Dumb, like, women and men don't have a sixth sense all the time to be knowing what the fuck exactly is wrong with your partner.
But coming from that pretty mouth, the truth is fitting. Cause you ain't never talking loud and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, cause you just get me. Yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold.
Grand Rising, y'all. Today's video is gonna be a little different. Sorry if I'm like not knowing where the fuck to look because I have so many mirrors in front of me. But today's gonna be a little different. I wanted to do something that I want to call makeup and mantras, where I'm basically doing my makeup while I talk about a topic that I feel like should be a mantra in people's life, like the different topics that I talk about, if that makes sense. So today I wanted to talk about patience, and I feel like people, especially I'm talking about as a woman, like we don't have enough patience for ourselves. As like relationships within ourselves, motherhood. I'm also a mom, so talking from that as well. And I feel like it's only lately that I've been able to like, and lately I'm talking about like 6 months. So in the last 6 months, I feel like I've been able to look at patience a lot differently than when I was like younger. I'm 24, going on 25. I'll be 25 in June. So I've lived about a quarter of my life so far. And especially being a mom, I didn't realize how patience was that fucking important. You're only a mom until you have a child. Like, I understand people have like animals and shit like that, but like until you have like a living, breathing child, you don't realize how far patience will actually fucking take you. As a mom, you have to understand that you're not gonna always have the right answer. You're not gonna always have the right temperament. You're not always going to do the right fucking thing, bro. Like, my mom would always tell me, like, do you ever think I've ever had a 16-year-old before? I'm the first daughter. Well, I'm the first child. She would be like, do you think I've ever had a 16-year-old? You think I ever had a 17-year-old? You ever think I had a 10-year-old? Like, I'm doing this the first time with you, Ma. So you have to understand that, like, my mom was the type of person that, like, she would, to the best of her ability, but not always to the greatest capacity, be able to express her emotions without like yelling or getting frustrated or getting angry or whatever the case may be. And she was like, and she would come to us and be like, I'm sorry because of this, that, and the third. I want y'all to understand that like I'm not just hitting y'all for no reason. Like, sometimes mommy gets frustrated and sometimes mommy don't know what to do. And if she's talked to y'all about the same shit for like 17 fucking times, sometimes the only way I know how to discipline y'all is to whoop your ass. Like, and I'm not realizing that until I have a daughter now. Like, my daughter is gonna turn 2 next Saturday. And even her being a toddler, like by the time I was that age, I was already getting smacked. Like, not in the face or nothing like that, but I was already getting some form of physical discipline. Now that I'm looking at her now, like as a 2-year-old, and me with my own 2 eyes can see and interact with a 2-year-old on a day-to-day basis, I'm realizing she don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, she really doesn't understand the concept sometimes. Like, she understands no, but realistically, she don't understand why the fuck I'm telling her no. So, like, I have to be patient with her that this little girl's only 2 years old. She's not a grown-ass woman. She doesn't have the common sense that I do. So what is the point of me getting overly, like, belligerent or getting overly upset with her and, like, physically disciplining her with realistically, even verbally, she doesn't understand it. Like, I have to be patient with this little girl. And I have to be patient with it myself that, like, you have to understand what's reality, mama. You can't always just be that quick to, like, want to jump at somebody's bones about some shit. Especially for the new mommies that's out there, understand, like, being a mom is a lot of fucking work, ma. It's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of sleepless nights. It's a lot of understanding. It's a lot of fucking patience. And it's a lot of woosah you're going to have to do because this little person is going to end up getting on your nerves like you don't think anybody else could. And they definitely would. Like, it's the truth. But that's what children are there for, like, to help you learn and grow about life and stuff like that. And you have to appreciate that more and understand and talk to your children more and talk to yourself more about what's frustrating you so much about this child. Because I've seen so many people get so angry at their babies, especially when they're real small. And I don't get it because it's like, realistically, again, this is somebody who's like a 4th of your age, a 6th of your age. They don't understand what you understand. You've already been there, done that. They're just not going through that. So it's like, patience is fucking key, and patience is a virtue. That shit is a practice. You have to do that shit every single fucking day. And with that as well, especially when we come to parenting together and relationships, you have to learn how to be patient with your partner. Men and women, vice versa. And I'm not talking about, oh, be patient with the nigga who you've been with for 7 years and you have 2 kids down with him, he's barely had a fucking job and he be disrespecting you, but he wants to about, I'm sorry because I'm... No. I'm talking about somebody who takes care of you. Not all the way financially, but I'm talking about somebody who you consider as like, for real, this is your partner, this is your best friend, this is the person that you love most in life. When you need to talk to somebody, they're there for you, like a partner for real. You have to understand how to be patient with your partner though, because at the end of the day, like, your partner only knows you as much as you let them know about you. They're not a fucking, like, this is not the ghost whisperer, nigga. Dumb, like, women and men don't have a sixth sense all the time to be knowing what the fuck exactly is wrong with your partner. Like, you have to be verbal and be like, when you do this, it makes me feel like this. When you say this certain thing in this certain tone, it makes me feel this way. Like, learn how to be more expressive and learn how to be more patient in the fact that sometimes people really don't know. Whether it's the way they were taught, whether the way they were conditioned, the way they conditioned themselves, the way the environment conditioned them. Some people literally just don't know. And some people need to be able to break their own habits as well to be able to be a better person. So it's just one of those things where it's like, if you want a long lasting healthy relationship, there's a lot of patience and forgiveness that goes into that, because unless it is something that is honestly immoral to you, that you already told this person like, I would never accept that, then if sometimes their tone bothers you, just express that to them and be patient with them to know that they're not trying to be rude to you or be mean to you or demean you. It just might be their way of speaking, or they're really only knowing of speaking, if that makes sense. I just don't feel like people understand how much patience can like make you feel so much better about your life, if that makes any sense. Like, once you really get down to letting shit, not in a way letting shit be, but letting shit happen the way it needs to happen, like, you'll have such a better like peace of mind about your life, and shit won't seem so rough, my guy. Like, people are sometimes so much Debbie Downers about how their life looks, and it's like, just because you're having a bad day don't mean you have a bad life, my nigga. Like, for real. And I feel like when you don't have patience in your life, that's when you start getting depressed, for real, because that's when, especially in the day and age of we're in so much into social media, like, you look at other people's life and you be like, oh, I'm 19, I don't live by myself, I'm still in school, I might have a license, but I don't drive yet, blase. It's like, that's just not meant for you. Be patient within yourself and be patient within your own journey. That what's happening to you is for a fucking reason, my nigga. Like, people have to stop looking at life like things are happening to you instead of things are happening for you. And it's just like, especially with the fucking day and age that we live in, it don't fucking help at all. It really doesn't fucking help. People put all this unobtainable ass like lifestyle shit online as if that's really for the masses, and it's not. Like, it's not gonna happen to the majority of us. Not in the way that it's happening to them, if that makes any sense. Like, it's just not. You can get depressed looking at some nigga who is like trapping or like doing something else illegal. I really don't want to get into talking on YouTube, but there could be so many things that that person is doing to get the life that you're obtaining for so bad that it's not even like justifiable to yourself. Like, realistically, you wouldn't even do that shit. So what is the point of you like trying to go behind somebody who is going down a path that you would never even step on? That makes no fucking sense, my nigga. Like, it really fucking doesn't. So it's just like, people need to, what's that phrase called? People need to go outside and touch the motherfucking grass. Like, touch the grass, breathe some actual oxygen, hug a fucking tree. Like, y'all don't live in reality and y'all not being realistic in y'all patience. It's like, oh, well, if I like manifest a bag really fucking hard, then it'll get done. Like, no, nigga, do you have a job? Like, do you have a goal? Like, let's be all the way realistic right now. You see these moms that'll be online and shit like that, and these pretty ass dresses, just popped out a baby two fucking days ago, and niggas is making bread by hand for a sandwich. Does that make sense to you? Is that realistic to you? Nigga, when I had my daughter, my uterus was still falling 2 days after her. Like, I couldn't even take a shit 2 days after her. And you think that your ideology of being able to make bread by hand for a whole fucking day to make a sandwich by 6 p.m. is realistic to you? No. And how the fuck are you gonna have patience for yourself if that's what you feel like you need to be obtaining? Like, bro, it's unproductive. It makes no fucking sense. Like, it really fucking doesn't. It really fucking doesn't. Or in relationships, y'all be having patience for the weirdest motherfuckers. Like, for real. Like, you need to understand somebody who's trying versus somebody who really don't give a fuck. And especially to my young women, stop worrying about a fucking man. It makes no sense. I worried about a man and what I got. A baby. I love my daughter, but like, what was the point of that? I got a kid and no person and not an original person to help me take care of that child. Just because I was impatient with myself and I figured, oh, I'm 23, I'm 24. No, I had her at 22, my bad. Yikes. I had her at 22. At 2021, I was already like, oh, well, I'm in a relationship with this person. Me and this person should end up because he's in the military. We should be getting married. That's what people's going to expect out of us. Bitch. That makes no sense. If I was being patient with myself, I would have just continued the relationship on. Probably would have realized the shit didn't work. And would have moved on with my life. No baby attached. But because I went down a path of not being patient with myself and wanted to be like, oh, this is what the universe wanted from me. No, bitch. The universe actually told you that you don't need that nigga, you need that baby, and now you're by yourself. Sorry, my shit I'm cut off. But yeah, it would have told me that I didn't need that baby. I mean, I needed that baby, but I didn't need that man. That's not the way I should have figured it out, though. Like, that's definitely not the way I should have figured it out. But I wasn't being fucking patient, and I wanted something oh so bad that realistically was unobtainable to me. I was forcing the issue, my guy. Sometimes when stuff goes bad in your life, you can't blame nobody but yourself because you're not being patient. Y'all want shit the quick and the easy way, and then y'all wonder why that shit is like going downhill so fast. You got it quick, it's gonna get lost quick. Just like how if you meet a nigga that was cheating on his girl with you, and you end up finding out that nigga's cheating on you, you get him how you lose him, or you lose him how you get him, vice versa. Y'all need to breathe. Y'all need to be patient. And y'all need to have a better understanding of yourselves, bro. Because once you sit there and realize what you actually want in this life, trust me, a lot of bad shit will just automatically leave your life. Trust me. Trust me. When you least expect it, that's when the good shit's gonna happen in your life. Because you're being what? Patient. It's a very good thing to fucking have, bro. It's a very good thing to fucking have. So stop pocket watching people. Stop trying to look at people like, there's a difference between like, you know, like manifestation boards and stuff like that, where it's like you do at the beginning of the year. There's no problem with having goals, bro. There's no problem with having goals at the fuck all. But if one thing fails, like there was a book that I had to read when I was in college, or like a excerpt or something like that, some poetry shit, whatever the fuck it was. But basically, it was the premise of a man feeling like he'd rather be a fool than a smart person, or he'd rather be a fool than a genius. Because a genius will look at a situation, will look at a wall, and will think of every possible way to look at that wall, to get over it, to get under it, whatever it can be. He feel like it don't work out for him, he's just gonna walk away. A dummy is gonna try to walk over it, fall, get back up, and look at it again. Try to go from the side, realize he gets stuck, get out, do it again. Like, you have to understand that life it's a cycle, bro. There's always gonna be some shit to try to ruin your day. There's always gonna be something that's gonna try to spin you off and stuff like that. So it's just like, just try to stay on your course. Be that dumb person and be like, if this is what I really want in my life, it will happen. Like, I just have to work towards it, but it's gonna definitely fucking happen. Don't let that shit go. So I'm not trying to discourage people from wanting what they want, but it's like, want shit that's in your means, bro. You could want to be a fucking millionaire, but don't be depressed 6 months from now because you ain't a fucking millionaire. Like, you didn't even put in the work to be a millionaire. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. Just don't get caught up in the hype, bro. Just really don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in how everybody else is looking. Don't get caught up into how everybody else is dressing when everybody else wants to be having children. Like, do shit on your own accord. You will live such a happier life if you just do shit on your own accord. And you continue to be patient with the universe as well, to understand that what's happening for you now is what it is for now. What's getting let go of is because it's not supposed to be there anymore. And there is greater things to come. Like, with patience comes a lot of positivity as well, because you learn how to let go of situations that you once were so keen on to have and also bad. And patience is a beautiful thing, because you realize that you're less angrier. You're a lot less angry. You're a lot less frustrated with your life, because you have that peace of mind that, like, just because this is happening today doesn't mean that's always gonna happen. And it's very, very nice because I don't ever want to be, and not just saying that just because I don't want to be a statistic, but it's like, I feel like that angry black woman stigma definitely does come from a place of women being so, like, having to be stagnant on what they want and their own opinion in life, that women really just do end up getting bitter at the end. You end up being in relationships with a person that you don't want to be in. You end up having children that you may not even want. You end up having to play all these roles really for no benefit to you. Like, you don't get no help and you have to be the only person that's working, and that's not fair. Just don't force shit. I really hope that, like, help somebody, or somebody can relate to what I'm saying, because I don't know, bro. I'm just so happy that I'm not as angry as I used to be. Like, not nearly. And I also have a lot to thank to, like, my man about that, because he would always talk to me like, you need to stop being so down on yourself. Like, you need to look at what you actually have in your life right now and understand, like, you did the majority of this by yourself. Like, but yeah, like, he would always tell me, like, you got this shit done by yourself. Like, understand that. Like, be proud of your fucking self, guys. Like, honestly, be proud of yourselves. You're not gonna feel like you can depend on yourself if you're not proud of yourself. And that's the truth. You're always gonna feel like you need somebody to help you because you don't have that confidence in yourself to be like, I got this shit. Like, regardless of who's on my side or not, I got this shit. And with patience comes a lot of self-love too. I do want to do more of these videos as well, because I feel like I have a lot to talk about, to be honest. Do y'all like the makeup? But yeah, more of the fucking story, bruh. Love yourselves, be patient with yourselves, be patient with your partners, with your family. Again, that only goes for people who are actually beneficial in your life. Don't be patient for a motherfucker who is not patient for you. Period. Period. No matter who the fuck you are. No matter how long you know them. But with that, patience makes you a calmer person. Patience gives you a certain level-headedness that you would never think it does until you actually start practicing it. So I hope that you enjoyed my rambling and shit like that. And I would like to make another one of these videos probably in another week or so. But yeah, this was my makeup and manifesting talk about, not manifesting, makeup and mantras, Jesus Christ. About patience and how patience really, like, it affects you, bitch. It affects you. It could affect you very greatly. It could affect you very poorly. But that was my take on patience and what I feel like people, and women especially, should have patience in their life. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. I will see y'all in my next video. Don't know when that be, so I'll just say my next video. So enjoy y'all days.
But coming from that pretty mouth, the truth is fitting.